Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dominion League A Division match between Kazumaru and Minionpawn. I'm Akuchi, and I'm joined in commentary by Xerix.
Hello.
And we've got an interesting situation in the A Division where there are four players right now, right in the middle of the pack, who are all basically the same number of wins and losses. And this is the last match of the A Division. So if either player wins more than 3 games here, um, they're going to be the one to get second place and go into the championship match against Haka. But if they exactly tie 3-3, then due to tiebreakers, they're going to end up needing to play a tiebreaker against each other to determine who demotes and who stays in the division. And Tracer will be the one who ends up in second place and going on to the championship match.
Which you would be very excited by, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's a rare one. And the division like 15-15 and get to go to the championship match. They've already started and they're quite a bit into game one.
They've both opened Silver Bard, looking for that crop rotation, which Minionpawn has secured and Kazu has also secured.
Yeah, neither on turn three. That's like the dream. So there's no good plus actions yet. You could try to prince a horse. Um,
Yeah, I feel like that might would be a thing that I would probably try and do at some point.
yeah, definitely modify looks like the thing to get in the near term, right?
For sure.
Minion
Because
Pawn
for
goes for
gold,
the gold.
I guess they're planning on playing Moneyish strategy. Otherwise, I would certainly imagine that you take Modify or Paddock.
Yeah, I want to play with at least one modify. Even if I'm playing Moneyish, I think, because it's a cantrip trasher. So, sure, like trashing estates isn't as good as it usually is with crop rotation, but it's still worthwhile. And you can trash a like copper sometimes and not hit a price point you want. So, even if I was playing Moneyish, I think I'd play with one modify.
Yeah, it seems very reasonable to get one.
But yeah, building bigger would look like going for a paddock and a prince, and then you play with. Yeah, it's still a little tricky because that just gives you one terminal action, right? So then you've got the bard, the paddock, and the modify. You'd like to play that modify terminal, but um,
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't think you really want to. I mean, I guess turning horse into something is pretty good, but there aren't really high value targets for the estates or anything like that.
yeah, and there's no gold gainer, so it's gonna be yeah. That's I think I don't like the prince on reflection just because it is so hard to build to double province. Um, Doing a
Mm.
more streamlined single province thing looks good to me.
I'm not sure. I'm convinced it's that hard. I mean, you have bank makes it pretty easy to get to 16, I think.
Yeah, but then you need to add either horse traders or herbalist
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I would have started out with the horse traders over
instead of
the
bard.
over the
Yeah,
bard, so bard personally.
yeah. I'm not even sure. There are, I guess, a few hands where bard helps you hit six. Well, and also a few boons. It is a little better at hitting six than horse traders, I think. But
Yeah,
but horse traders has an easier time hitting five, so you can get modify. So pros and
yeah. I mean,
cons.
if you get double five, I think you're pretty happy.
Yeah, I can see the horse traders in the open. Oh, that's a long thing from Kazumara, who decides gold is the way to go.
I guess we will see a moneyish game from both of them.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, tactician.
Tactician.
Wow, unexpected.
Okay, that is Tactician and gold. That is not the combination of cards that I anticipated.
So tactician does give you a little more reach towards the end of the game. but I don't know if it's like a enough of a threat. I mean, you have to pass up a turn, obviously. Oh, Tactician is pretty good with bads, I guess. You get an extra 2 VP the turn you play it.
Yeah, that is worth something, I guess. It still surprises me.
Yeah, definitely. And both players did it?
Yeah,
I don't
I
like
guess no
that.
no 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 one wants to lose the bath split.
Said Xerix for the first time. Okay, bank. All right. Yeah, that definitely threatens double.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, this looks better than I anticipated. But
As
like
you
something like this, you know.
Yeah, as usual for the spectator experience, I would prefer it if we got to see, the two players do something a little bit different. It does look like Kazumaru has a modify at this point, but it's coming a little late in the game.
Mhm.
Sure, Minionpawn would have much preferred to hit 7 or more.
Oh, they
Hmm.
did hit 7. They just had to not discard a copper.
Oh, yeah. So is Horse Trader's gold? It has to be gold, right? Is that better than bank? Unsure.
I mean,
Wow, late
they go for
modify.
they go for modify. I guess they're mostly hoping for using it to gain provinces.
Extra reach, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have like a bad hand like this with Tactician, I think it makes sense to not ditch for crop rotation, right?
Yeah, I mean you're not really gaining anything, and I don't think cycling is inherently valuable here. I mean, Minionpawn's bank is still down there. You definitely don't want to draw that.
Yeah. Why?
Okay,
Why?
yeah,
Why? Why would?
punished,
Why?
punished.
Yeah, like there's just no reason.
Yeah, it's very pleasant to draw cards. I mean, that's the reason.
It's a free cards. Yeah, no, that's
Exactly.
that's a huge mistake, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Because they are very likely to have double if they see the bank, and I think it's pretty hard if they don't.
Not enough for Duchy here, so I wonder if Minion Pawn would feel comfortable taking double province if they get the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably feel comfortable in this spot, but seeing the modify go already. All right, they're going for something different here.
Probably cantrip modify, I assume.
They could take two duchies. Yeah, looks like
Oh,
they're going for that.
hmm. Okay.
All right, unpunished finds the bank anyways.
Could even modify Bard into Duchy and play Horse Traders.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you have to decide what you're trying to do. I mean, double province is one
It's
option.
it's definitely safe because Kazumaru didn't play Tactician last turn.
Yeah, and they played modify.
But can you get there? The bank is worth 6, right?
Hmm.
So yeah,
Six,
yeah, you can
six,
get
six,
you can get
yeah,
Duchy double
yeah,
province. That seems great to me.
yeah. That seems really good.
I guess you like know what those 6 cards are. You definitely have green in there, right? So
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
okay,
Well, you're gonna do that anyways, I guess.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's well. I mean, do you have any more actions? No. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Even if you get Seize Gift or something, if you decide to play the Bard and you get Seize Gift, if you're not drawing anything dead, then it's fine.
Yeah, I guess like those green cards don't. So long as you're not going to modify province into province, which doesn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Double just seems so good.
Yeah.
Like, even if you only
Really,
hit Duchy next turn, you're in a good spot. Like, you force Kazu to be able to double Province Duchy, which is not easy by any means.
yeah, 12 points is a lot of points.
But, okay. Alright, let's see what Kazumaru can do on the last Tactician turn. Not
Yeah, I mean
enough.
they have a lot more upside not having a bank, or a lot less upside not having a bank.
Oh yeah, they never got the bank. You just have to risk province, like you can't win if the opponent gets two provinces, right? But I don't know, it's all over because modify. Yeah,
Yeah, I
seems just
mean,
lost.
yeah, you take. I mean, you take the province, and you just hope that the all the good cards are at the bottom of the deck.
Good bank.
Crucial, crucial card.
All right, Minionpawn up one.
All right, so what do we have here? No plus buy other than outpost.
Yeah, we do have Artificer. The draw is pretty modest, so it's not like you're gonna do some crazy Artificer stuff, but definitely good with, I think, Stowaway, right? Because you can do like a gain and play a duration to activate your
Yeah,
Stowaway
yeah.
until they're gone. Then it's
And
awkward.
you can gain more outposts.
That's true. Yeah, there was a conversation in either the General or Dominion channel about the piles that are least like Kingdom piles that are least likely to empty, and surprisingly, Outpost didn't wasn't the leader of the pack. So
Yeah, I mean, it being orange, it has a quality that it has.
yeah.
But I mean, you can get access outposts. So you can zombie apprentice them. It's not, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it's not the
Hmm.
worst thing in the world.
Yeah, that's true. You can apprentice extra outposts. Yeah,
Yeah.
zombie apprentice that is not quite as good as regular apprentice, but
So what do you open here? I would probably take. Well, it's. I mean, for the 4/3, I guess you want to borrow and banish on the second hand.
hmm.
Five
Yeah, that does look good.
5/2. I think I want Tormentor.
Tormentor has appeal. Artificer open is usually good when you want the threes, but I don't love the threes. I care more about the fours here, so yeah, I think
Yeah,
Tormentor looks good. And
I think
fives.
Imp is better than the things you're gonna gain off of Artificer
Imp,
mostly.
yeah, Imp is good. Hitting five again is good. Hitting four with multiple estates is great for because of Banish. So yeah, I like Tormentor open.
Mm-hmm.
So this, yeah, I think I like Patron into Borrow Banish. Could be Poacher. They're pretty similar.
Yeah,
No. Double. Oh, maybe double Banish? That's fine. You're guaranteed to hit five?
yeah. I guess that's fine. I
Yeah.
wasn't really considering it, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, Patron, the villagers from Patron aren't super necessary. Most of the cards here are non terminal.
Yeah, it's mostly nice for your tormentors,
Oh,
but
yeah, you can't hit five when you borrow. But, anyways, yeah, you'll hit five the
well, you
next
could
turn.
just borrow again. I mean, you can't be
mm,
stopped.
uh, what happened there?
Minionpawn
Kazu
borrowed for
borrowed.
silver.
Why would Minion Pawn borrow?
Yeah, I would not. I think drawing an extra card is better than having a silver.
They might have a really good. If they see their Tormentor next turn with 2 estates, that'll be nice.
Yeah. I mean, if they see it with 3 estates, it's also very nice.
Oh, yeah, borrow. The thing that both players have bought. Yeah, yeah, that one. Necromancer is okay. Like, it's a way to trash coppers. Definitely not the most exciting way. Oh, we gotta borrow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Oh, Seize Tormentor. Oh. Well, Tormentor misses. Because Kazumaru keeps borrowing. That certainly hurts.
Yeah. Well, they are still in a commanding position.
Oh, sorry, I meant. Yeah, yeah, never mind. Minionpawn didn't.
Yeah, I mean the Boar for silver, like, that's 2 cards you're anti-cycling yourself. You're definitely just asking for the Tormentor to bottom deck and you to be sad.
Yeah, it's like open Tormentor, and then your opponent gets to play it before you. Feels bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an interesting, like, double borrow kind of open from Kazumaru. I like it.
Yeah.
It wasn't on my radar, but I
Yeah.
like it.
No, I agree. It's I think it's good. It just was not on my radar either. I mean, I think yeah, the 4-3 is a lot better than the 5-2, but Minionpawn did not set himself up for success.
Want an Artificer at some point, but labs are really good until you're drawing. And then once you're drawing, you want an outpost, so.
Mm. Yeah, I think I would take Artificer here as Kazu, with the anticipation of getting like an acting troop and an outpost soon.
Or Stowaway.
Mm, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Stowaway, like if you get acting troop, then acting troop gives you imps, which are also like an awkward draw card.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. No, I like it. Yeah. So this is interesting. Yeah, I think Artificer would have been better than Laboratory here in retrospect. Is this a big banish? Well, seems unnecessary. You drew deck.
It does seem unnecessary. I agree. Like this is why if you had the Artificer, then the big banish here would be better, and everything would make more sense in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, the only downside to Artificer there is like Kazu did need exact draw. So like if, Tormentor was bottom deck, that'd be sad. But the upside of the Artificer is really good.
On the other hand, you played the Tormentor, you got some money that you don't need, and you deleted a bad card from your opponent's deck, so maybe they would be better off if they hadn't drew the Tormentor.
Obviously, you don't know what Tormentor's gonna do. Plague could be pretty obnoxious here.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I think Plague
Or
is
I mean,
probably,
Locust does something very similar.
yeah, because there's no way to trash from hand, trash like a curse from hand. So
I mean, you can discard it with Artificer and then Zombie Mason it.
right, but nobody has an Artificer and nobody has a Necromancer. So
That's true. I mean, I expect at least one of those cards to be gained this game.
sure, wow, highly valuing the imps. Okay, wait, what was bought last time?
The Banish.
Oh, that was a 4 copper banish. Okay, that's a lot of imps down there.
Yeah. So I would play Lab now. Well, yeah, it's not super clear.
Tracer points out there's Necromancer acting troop. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes
Oh yeah,
way more
that's
sense than
that,
ever buying acting troop. Yeah.
well, someone needs to gain an acting troop. Not start in the trash.
Oh yeah, that's how that works. Sad times.
They should just include zombie acting troop as one of the zombies.
Kazumaru played a match earlier. Well, it was most people's yesterday, but for Kazumaru, I think it was just earlier in their day. But yeah, they played one in early their time, and now they're playing another one late their time. I only bring this up because, yeah, that's a lot of Dominion.
Yeah, it is pretty late there, I think, in Japan. I think Japan is something like 8 hours ahead of me, so it's already after midnight there.
Yeah, my guess would be it's either 11, like 11:22 p.m. or midnight 22, 12:22. Well, that's the end of the turn. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely want those villagers to make
yep, yep.
the imp draw more reliable. Ah man, I just feel like Kazu's still so ahead, but like it could have been even better. We
I
should
mean, it
get
was unfortunate that their acting troop is in the bottom three there.
yeah, we should get an outpost. Definitely.
Yeah, Outpost is a good card.
Like you've got oh man, you've already got labs. You can have good outpost turns.
Yeah, I don't know what they're waiting for on this Outpost,
Because like yeah,
to be
you've got the
honest.
action set up with acting troop. Hmm. Yeah, it was an unfortunate draw because Artificer and Acting Troop were both like bottom decked, which would have been targets for Imp. Either one would have let
Mhm.
them like play on, see all their stuff.
I
Mid-turn
mean, I
gain
agree with Tracer
outpost.
that
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say that I agree with Tracer that the mid-turn gain is better, but sometimes you draw your cards in the wrong order and it's awkward to actually get the mid-turn gain.
Yeah, I mean, Laboratory is giving you one extra card. It's still going to be pretty tough to have a good turn discarding and playing outpost, but should be possible
Yeah.
here. Yeah, you play Artificer, get the outpost.
Yeah, but like
This
this is what I mean. It seems hard for them. I guess what do you discard? You discard Acting Troop, Tormentor, 3 coppers,
Yeah, I
keep
think so.
the
You almost fully go
yeah.
or get around, but
Yeah,
maybe you
I guess it does work fine
maybe
here.
hold on to the acting troop because you're not guaranteed, are you? Or maybe you are.
Yeah.
No, no, you do you are right. Imp and two labs draws 6 cards, so you are guaranteed. Oh, what? Okay.
Well, it did not work in any case.
Yeah, I think it was a lock. I think it was a guarantee if you kept the 3 draw cards to see everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is it better? Oh, to try to seed your next turn. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, top decks lab, but it also top decks copper, so it's sort of neutral-ish. Minionpawn prepared already has a necromancer. Let Kazu do the hard work of
Mm-hmm.
getting a bad acting trip to put in the trash.
I missed it, but there was a lot of coppers exiled by Minion Pawn. I don't know when that happened, but or banished. Yeah, at turn 8, all the way back in turn 8, there was a big copper banish. So Minion Pawn not too far behind. I think on their next turn they should be able to. Are they diluted? Does that affect gains? Just buys, right?
Goodbye, yeah. I mean, it's certainly bad for them. You don't want to buy. a non-action here, I don't think.
Banish that last estate.
Yeah, I mean, this is a legal play.
But I mean, the good news is they have the Artificer, so they can gain and play Outpost.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Minionpawn, I would say maybe just behind by first player-ish amounts. Kazu does have a lot more draw, though, I think.
I can only imagine. Yeah, the thought there was for discarding reasons to just not play anything with the imp.
Yeah, yeah.
That's surprising. I thought that was going to be a Necromancer, but I guess you have all the actions you need this turn.
Mhm. That is a good hex. Yeah, so Kazu will be up. They have 6 laboratories already. They can get the 7th one here.
Yeah, that's
That seems
pretty.
pretty crushing.
Yeah.
Because Minionpawn does have the stowaway. Looks, they'll have to try and make something work there, but it's just, it's so much worse.
Hmm.
All right, they no longer have a stowaway.
Interesting. I didn't think that was the play, but I mean, you do
Wow,
need to play Outpost, so.
yeah, yeah,
Ooh, this is awkward because you have to put bad cards down there that you can't.
yeah,
You only draw one of them, so it's actually not a very good Outpost gain and play. Hmm.
yeah. So they'll have to give up the last lab.
Maybe, maybe you just
Well, you could just take it now, obviously,
yeah,
but then you're not getting the outpost. I mean, it's probably better, but it still sucks.
yeah. I think I'd be tempted to just take the lab and banish the last estate. Guess you have to borrow for that,
Yeah.
or top deck, or do like pray. Yeah. Hmm. We would just buy the outpost, I guess. Keep a
Well, you're
villager.
diluted.
Oh, yeah. What is this? Maybe Minionpawn forgot they were diluted.
Maybe they want pendants. I don't know.
I sure don't
Nothing.
want pendant.
Classic pendant is silver. Um, yeah. None of these cards seem better than nothing that are available for purchase at the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, they go for silver. I mean, silver, um, probably about the same as pendant. I don't know. Pendant seems better than silver to me. I'll say it.
Hmm. With Artificer, it's not so clear. It's
Yeah, I mean, I
like,
understand the argument. Pendant is unaffected by envy, and
ooh,
if it gets hit by locusts, you get to gain a silver instead of a
oh,
copper.
strong arguments. I think borrow for banish would have been better than either. But
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that for sure.
you do pass up, like, Minion Pawn playing it this way did get a villager on the mat, so there's that.
Hmm. Yeah, it's something. They will get an imp for that this turn, so that's pretty nice.
Okay, second Artificer gained. You need to gain a Necromancer, Kazu.
they're gonna try and greed this a little more, maybe. Wait till the next turn. I mean, they could get it now, right?
You really need
That's
the
that's
actions, I
great.
feel like.
I mean, you don't need them right now.
Yeah, you don't need them right now. Maybe you don't have enough draw. You have one more laboratory down there.
Yeah, I think you could play Lab, play Artificer, gain Necromancer,
Then you have an imp
discard some
and a
crap.
lab, so you can draw 4 cards
Yeah,
up. Yeah, you draw all but 1 card, I think.
yeah, it should be fine. I don't know. I assume it's
Hmm.
fine.
It's a little tricky. You just hold them to the outpost, I guess, and if you don't draw the Tormentor, okay, so be it.
Yeah, I mean, just don't discard the outpost, basically. Like,
Yeah, a Tormentor
that's,
3 copper discard, gain Necromancer, and you
yeah.
can imp the Necromancer and then lab and hope you draw into the Tormentor. Yeah, that all looks good to me. And then I would buy Province. I think it's Province time.
Yeah, there's nothing else that really improves your deck. I'm in agreement.
Or actually, it might be 1 coin short.
Yeah,
Hmm.
well, yeah, I would not borrow
Uh,
from Province.
no, not with an outpost turn. Guess it's
I
just
mean,
another
yeah,
artificer.
just,
Yeah.
yeah, to buy another Artificer, yeah.
You could even play Necromancer as like spy, because it's just I feel much more comfortable going into my outpost turn with the villagers though.
Hmm.
Why the think? All right, drew all the cards, so copper on top.
You could even Zombie Mason a Copper, I guess, if you're feeling spicy.
And not playing the Tormentor.
Yeah.
No, I would not do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably better to just play Zombie Spy
Oh,
and then
what?
banish the Coppers
No, no,
if you
no.
want to go that way.
Get the acting troupe. Play the acting troupe. It's so good. No. Ugh. There might be.
I
We'll
don't
see
know.
if
I
Kaz
think
is
it's fine.
punished. We'll see if Kaz is
You
punished
run you
next
run
turn.
some risk, but like you have 7 labs. Like I think it's gonna be okay. You'll find the Necromancer. You know,
We'll see. You
yeah.
have 3 cards to start
And
with.
also, I mean, also they only have 2 imps, so it's
Yeah.
it's actually pretty hard for them to get into a situation where they're jammed up by villagers.
And yet it happened earlier.
Yes, but that was when they had like 3 labs, and now they have 7.
Gold is fine, I guess, but I would prefer Artificer. If you're not planning on getting rid of any of these coppers in particular.
Looks like they're planning
Really?
on getting some rid of some
Banish.
coppers in particular.
Wow. Huh. That's
Yeah,
okay.
I don't
Like you
know.
can Artificer for a patron.
Yeah, it seems fine to me.
Yeah. Oh, they did it. They found their Necromancer.
Maybe they'll just zombie spy again just to spite you. No, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Kazumaru's in a really strong position.
Yeah, that usually tends to happen when you begin turn 3 with 0 states in your deck.
Hmm. That's a good start. I would like, I guess, another Artificer, and then can you gain and play a patron? It seems too much. Ooh, another Tormentor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What?
You have village to support them.
What? What's going on here? This is kind of unfortunate draw, I guess.
No,
No,
it
they
seems
could
hard
have.
to get anything useful off
Yeah,
the Artificer
just
anyways.
not enough cards in hand.
Yeah, this is the downside of banishing all the coppers.
Mm. I would have wanted to gain a province this turn, but probably fine. But yeah, I would have done things a little differently.
I would. I mean, like it's like if you had eight. If I had eight here, I'd buy a province, but I don't feel bad about not having eight.
I would that would be a reason for me to not banish. I guess is what I'm getting at. But it looks like Kazu's plan is to bombard Minionpawn with Tormentor attacks. Tormentor is
Mm.
one of the more stackable attacks. And they're set up to play six, three, and then three on their outpost phase.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's a lot of torment.
there's gonna be some double miserable going on. Ta-da!
So how many? How many? How many? Yeah, they leave two bad cards on top. I mean, that's not great.
Banish might be better than anything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they agree.
Interesting. No bad omens here.
Mm-hmm. It's another reason to have patrons, so that when that happens, you can get some coffers, and then your
Oh,
opponent feels bad. Like, imagine if Kazu had gained patrons over those tormentors.
hmm. Stowaway. Interesting.
Hmm. I mean, why not? I guess
Well, that's a lot of terminals, so I definitely want to get another Necromancer, which they can do.
they
they,
can do. I mean,
they've got a lot of
OA is
draw.
also not really that terminal, so. And I mean, yeah. I mean, I would want another Necromancer anyways, just because I think Zombie Spy is a fine card here, but maybe not. I don't know. But like, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, yeah,
if you want to
okay.
play, I mean, yeah, you need the second acting troop in the trash
Right,
too
I
if you
forgot
want.
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you are capped to four actions from Necromancer and like net three, so Kazu's kind of hit that mark already.
yeah.
And
Well, those are
more.
some good. Those are some good hexes.
Yeah, Plague, Locust, yeah. Yeah. I mean this has to be a province. If this isn't province, I'm upset.
I'm glad that you don't have to be upset.
Yeah. I mean this game is we've seen it. We know how it goes. I respect Minionpawn for not resigning just because this is such an important match, although the writing is kind of on the wall. We can only hope. There we go. See, all you have to do is buy province, and then your opponent knows that it's over. That's the power play.
Sure, there's no hope.
Yeah. Because before your opponent buys province, you're always like, maybe they just will forget to green, you know? Maybe they just never do
Yeah,
it. And I can sneak a win, right? Because it's a single buy board, so you're like, maybe.
yeah. I mean, I see the logic in not resigning until someone buys province there. Although I think Kazu could easily double there if that's what they needed to do.
All right, 1-1. They remain tied. On to game three.
What have we got here? Yeah, this is pretty slow board.
Look,
I think you play with Alchemist
look out!
and that card also.
No landing party tricks that I can see. Mm,
What do you open? Lookout silver? I don't know. None of the options seem that great. Like you
mm,
want the lookout and you want a potion, but those are not synergistic cards.
no, not for Alchemist. Be fine for like Scrying Pool.
Yeah.
Uh, ooh. Yeah. Opening Lookout is probably correct, but you could consider like landing party silver and just try to hit like 5 for displace.
Yeah. And you can also open lookout landing party.
I don't like that as much, just because with landing party silver, you're likely to get that landing party back, um, at least once, maybe more. But
I mean, I think lookout silver, you're also likely to get the landing party back at least once because you're not, you need the potion.
okay, double
All right,
lookout
go.
versus lookout silver. Okay.
Interesting. Certainly, the lookout silver has worked out well. Although, I mean, double lookout,
Whoa.
seeing them both turn three is also good.
Oh, interesting. Minionpawn passed up the opportunity to trash estate, wants to save it for displace. That seems greedy.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm content to displace 2 estates.
Yeah,
I don't even think the gains are that great, right? You get 1 potion, and then I mean,
yeah.
landing party is always fine to gain, I guess.
But like, yeah, the displace. How good is the displace really? Once you're out of estates, then what? You're getting black cats. Like, I'm not. I don't know. Kazu
Yeah,
likes the black cat. Purchase one
yeah.
over nothing.
Black Cat. Yeah. The only plus actions is landing party, which there's no way to reliably like get back. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Alchemist landing party is not a combo, notably.
Mm, that that is a nombo. Wow, another silver. I mean, I guess he could. He could have gained another look out there. I don't know.
Yeah. Second lookout seemed reasonable. Kazu hesitating here. Maybe they're not going to get a potion. Wait, Minionpawn also didn't get a potion? Okay.
No.
Now I don't know what's going on here anymore.
Whoa, fair is really unexpected. I I guess it's fine. I guess that's fine.
I
If
mean,
you have a potion, fair looks good.
yeah, they're just gonna click on Black Cat a lot. I don't know. I really am curious as to what the strategy is here.
Okay, we'll see. There's got to be a potion here, right?
I mean, I don't
Potion.
know. If you don't take
No.
potion the first time, then you're not gonna take it the second time either.
Wow. Yeah, both of us thought that Alchemist was the way to go, and
Yeah,
now we don't get to see that at all because nobody's playing with Alchemist. I think Alchemist looks especially good if you're the only one going for it. Like this game
yeah,
can last a long time between Relic and the Castle Pile, like and
yeah.
Black
The
Cat.
cat. Yeah, yeah. No, you're gonna get value out of those
Yeah,
alchemists.
normally Alchemist is slow, and that's like a downside against taking it. But you also get
Yeah, yeah.
Basilica
No,
points for Alchemist. Like I don't know.
yeah. There's really nothing fast on this board, so I would not hesitate to go for alchemist.
Yeah, this is surprising. Cat stack with no reliable source of plus actions seems dubious.
Yeah. As Tracer has pointed out, that you could just give it the curse of the idol, and then that's fine. Your opponent can't do anything; they just sit on their cats.
I mean, it's not like a cat stack is an answer to the Alchemist deck in particular. So, hmm,
Yeah. Also, only one black cat has been gained still, so right now they are just playing like landing party money.
that's 3 silvers for Minionpawn.
Yeah. I would definitely have taken a humble castle over silver at some point.
Probably concerned about the black cat, but yeah, Humble Castle there seemed reasonable.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna assume that there was a point when Minionpawn could have bought it when there was no threat of black cat.
Well, you don't
Maybe
want
I'm
to buy it
wrong,
too
but
early. I mean, there
I
was that
mean,
turn early-ish where it was a choice between second lookout or silver. I don't think Humble Castle could have been correct there.
I don't know. I like an early humble castle personally on a
Hmm.
board like this.
Something kind of sad is that Displace doesn't interact with Crumbling Castle. I think it's, as usual, Crumbling Castle is the least desirable castle here.
Mhm. Although, if you buy it when you have 6, you can get double Basilica points.
Hmm. New Basilica.
I always get tripped up on the fact that Basilica did not get set back to if you gain a card, if you bought it, etc., etc.
Yeah. Oh, no hesitation. Wow. Well, here we are. Well, you're gonna get those landing parties back, Minionpawn.
That was the strategy of filling your deck up with treasures instead of alchemists.
The payoff is here.
I hope Kazi
Oh,
gets
the
a
super
potion.
late potion. Turn 9
Wow.
potion.
They're they're doing it for the specs, keeping us entertained.
Might as well double potion now, right?
I mean,
You
I wouldn't go that
you
far,
got a lot of
but
ground to make up. I mean, with the displace in the deck, I don't even think it's that bad.
yeah.
I don't think it's that
I
good,
mean,
but
it seems hard to hit 6
it
2P still.
it does.
Maybe at some point it's good, but
I'd get a landing party here. I can only assume Kazu is thinking about Crumbling Castle.
yeah. Or maybe he's also thinking about the second potion, right? Goes for the crumbling castle.
That's a lot of landing parties. Oh, okay, I didn't even notice that Minionpawn is the only one with the landing parties. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Kazu's deck, I don't know. It seems like maybe if he had a plan, I do not understand what the plan was.
oh, this is a tough choice. We're gonna see what Kazu favors. You just bought that potion. You probably want to play it.
I would want to play it. I would have wanted to play it on like turn
Yeah,
5.
yeah. You and I are aligned.
I guess with the double lookout start, it's hard to play a potion on turn 5.
Lookout is a little better when you're doing alchemist draw, because that's just like a good chunk of cards you don't want to trash with lookout that will
Mm,
never be revealed by lookout. So that's pretty cool.
yeah.
So yeah, I think I prefer single lookout silver into potion and alchemist and stuff.
I get a nice long period of time to admire the potion art, and to a lesser extent, the relic art.
Is that like a yeah? That's not the original potion art. The original one was didn't have art at all. It was just a plain background with a little like that potion icon, the one in the upper left and right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah, the new
that's
potion art is nice.
yeah. Uh, okay.
Gets first Alchemist of the game in the grip.
Wow. You can go without playing one of those landing parties, so you probably should.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan.
Look out either here or after the first black cat. I don't know what's down there. You gotta have coppers. But
Presumably.
but I don't know if you have three or more. We can look in the exile mat. There's one copper exiled, but there's also 5 in the trash. I don't know where they've come from.
There's some number of silvers
But
down there. Okay,
why would you?
there were two silvers. Yeah, I don't know. It's very strange.
Because you got another black cat. Yeah. Even if you don't
Yeah.
draw it, like that's fine. Oh no, that landing party.
I mean, I guess there's some sense to it. Like if your plan is that no matter what, you want to play a treasure first next turn and
Yeah.
put all the landing parties back, then it's better to play the landing party now.
Yeah, because you get it top decked. That's true. So if that is the
Yeah,
plan,
and it's just a dead card if you're planning on not playing it next turn.
yeah. Uh, are you not going to draw whatever you discard? It seems that way, I guess. Put the silver on
That
top
appears to be the plan.
and no draw. Okay, they must have buys in mind. What's this, landing party?
Yeah, I don't know. You go Black Cat to landing party, buy like small castle Black Cat. I don't know.
Double castle. Yep, you can afford that. That's a good castles. You gotta be slightly worried about Black Cat, but I think you just gotta bite that bullet.
I mean, Kazu is one cat and it's an exile, so
Um, oh.
I think. Or no,
No,
Kazu
no,
has
no,
two
no.
cats.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But you're right. One is an
Okay.
exile. That's a good, important. Also, Kazu played
Yeah.
a Black Cat last turn and hasn't shuffled,
Yeah.
so it's actually a lock. Anyways, ultimately, Minionpawn decides to play their cards. What got?
Yes.
Wait, what was the displays? Silver
Silver
into
idol.
idol. Okay. So yeah,
Very, very nice.
I like
Yeah.
small and haunted.
Yeah, that
Haunted
sounds
is
good to me.
especially good when you have display. Ah!
They're going for
No.
it. They're going to take all the landing parties. Like
Haunted
this is
is
their strategy.
so good.
Yeah, like you put Kazu in the trash here on this
No,
turn
don't buy
specifically.
gold. You could just gain gold. Ah, I'm in physical pain. Xerix, I'm in pain. Oh, that's a landing party
Then
from Kazu. Weird.
having one landing party is certainly a lot worse than having seven.
You don't say. Yeah, weird. But okay.
Anyways, unconventional, draw engine by Minionpawn, but certainly worked out better than Kazu's plan of extremely delayed potion.
Yeah, I think there's definitely an interesting deck there of the play a bunch of landing parties once every other turn. It seems like that could work in that kingdom.
Yeah,
You're gonna have
yeah.
treasures.
I don't think it's a great strategy in general, but that was a pretty weak kingdom, so maybe it was the best thing to do.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see it against, an early alchemist, or an
Yeah,
early
yeah.
potion, like we were thinking.
Okay, so what do we have here? We have some page recruiter stuff going on.
Yeah. So the ultimate payload doesn't seem great, but it's okay. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you're gonna get champion because then you can play with as many diplomats and enchantresses as you want, and in the meantime, recruiter gives you the actions you need. So that part is very convenient. Squire's the plus buy, but there's like no attacks, so you just no tricks there. Oh, and there's Enchantress, but that's not an exciting upgrade.
Yeah, I think the payload is probably that you get another page and you take silvers from the treasure hunter.
Really? Huh.
I mean, I don't know what the other options are. Like spending money for gold. That seems terrible.
I mean, you can't really control how many silvers you get, so that part always concerns me. But going for a second hero seems potentially reasonable. The trouble is, there's a lot of things I want at the lower price points that compete with Page. Wow, opening gondola. Huh. But not
Yeah.
Enchantress. Huh.
I mean, I can see the gondola. They're gonna get recruiter here.
I
Recruiter seems very
guess
important.
I guess Enchantress doesn't do anything against Page. So
Yeah, that is a important consideration.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Tracer that it makes sense to get a second page.
Yeah, I think playing with two heroes is probably the direction I would go for payload, I guess. Probably just settle for like double province, but it's not like exact or anything. I don't think it's a board where you need double recruiter, but it's definitely not bad to get two recruiters either.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
I
much
think it's really
competition.
good. Like, if Masquerade was on this board, you would be super excited to click on Masquerade.
Yeah, the thing with Masquerade is you don't have to trash, so it's good like once you're thin as well. I think
Yeah,
Masquerade is like later in the game a better card than recruiter here.
yeah. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that, but Recruiter is Masquerade for quite a while.
Here's the gondola for its on buy effect. Yep. So
Hmm.
nobody's gotten a second page. And you
Did
got
someone get a second page on turn 3 or something?
oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, Kaiser got a second one on turn 3. Yeah,
Okay. So
because
Kazu's
Kaiser,
got two
yeah,
pages.
yeah.
Or
I would take Diplomat here, I think.
you need to take a squire eventually. Does it maybe it makes sense to get wheelwright? It's just
No,
mm.
I hate it wheelwright if you're not drawing your deck in general, and
Well, my
also
thought
here.
is just you could discard a state to get squire.
Yeah, but your estates are not long for this world.
Accurate. You can discard gondola because it's a bad card and get diplomat.
That's true. I mean that's a reasonable use of wheelwright. I still would just click on the draw card here. Like I think you're gonna miss 5 at some point in your life, and then you can buy Squire.
I think you're going to miss five at some point in your life, and then you can buy diplomat or enchantress.
Yeah, I'm not excited about Enchantress. I mean, I guess if you have 4, then you're happy to get Diplomat.
I think they're all pretty marginal. Wheelwright, diplomat, they're both fine.
Yeah. I mean, I will strongly disagree with Wheelwright being fine, but I think taking
Okay.
Diplomat versus Squire here is I think you might just wind up buying Diplomat one turn and Squire the next turn. Okay, they get the third Recruiter. Interesting.
Do they? Huh.
Yeah. Minionpawn gets second Recruiter.
Well, I definitely don't like third recruiter.
Yeah. I don't really like picking the Warrior over the Enchantress, but
Yeah, you might get some good trashes if you play the warrior.
yeah, it's also just,
Oh no,
draw
but you
now is better than draw
but the
later.
thing is you didn't know you had the treasure hunter, so you want to like play the treasure hunter and not terminal draw it, but they didn't know like that they were going to draw
Well,
the treasure hunter.
but they have 2 villagers,
Oh, never mind.
and they have 2 recruiters down there.
Never mind. Yeah. Okay. For sure. And, with all that knowledge, I also prefer picking the Enchantress. All right, we'll
All
see
right,
how
so
the
Minionpawn.
wheelwright pays off.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Minionpawn is behind for not having another page going up the line.
Yeah, among other reasons.
I think that's the main reason.
Minionpawn also has 2 estates left to 1. I think Minionpawn has more gondolas.
Oh, so I think our gondola is probably going to get trashed here. I think that makes sense. Trash copper, trash gondola.
Or trash silver.
I guess I, like gondola duration at this point is whatever.
Well, I mean, it
Like,
seems good here. Like you're not buying province, so
yeah,
you
yeah,
may as well
yeah.
duration the gondola.
What do you mean? I'm buying province here.
Okay, I'm not buying province here. You can do whatever you
I
want.
would if I had a wheelwright in the deck. I would buy province here. Although I wouldn't actually have 8 because then I'd it would be in place of one of those recruiters. But the point is, like, this is awkward. I don't actually think you're ever going to have a good time to buy Squire. So either
I
suck it
mean,
up and buy Squire here or get a wheelwright with the plan to gain Squire.
yeah, I mean now I think it's fine to buy a wheelwright. Like you're close to drawing the deck here. So I think now is an appropriate time to buy a wheelwright. You can also get figurine. That is also plus buy off the
True,
hero.
true. Playing with one figurine is fine. Oof. Yeah, okay, Minionpawn's behind for a few reasons.
I think it's very sad personally that there's 10 diplomats in the pile.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I,
gotta
I
change.
definitely think that I would have got diplomat over enchantress at various points.
Definitely not the most impactful Enchantress board. You can
Hmm.
even do sifting with, like, yeah, so here you discard the estate, get the Squire, right? You don't even have to think, you just do it.
Yep.
There's no reason to even think.
I mean, I would have trashed estate, but you know,
Yeah, you can discard silver for Squire.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like
But it looks
you.
like Kazu is buying province, maybe. I mean, there's no reason to trash copper with the recruiter unless you're going to buy province here. So I assume that we're going to see a province here.
I don't. Well, it's not a snap buy, so I don't think it was planned that far ahead. I think it was more. Ooh, estate is a good. I don't like the second wheel right. Estate is a good. I really don't like the second wheel right. Wow. Hey, did
Yeah,
you know you can
that's.
gain wheelwright with wheelwright if you wanted it? I don't think you want it, but did you know you can do that? But you can never gain province with wheelwright. Hmm? Fun fact. Can't do it.
Yeah,
I've tried. It just doesn't work.
I believe you.
So yeah, I don't like second wheelwright at all. Wow, I
You
don't
can,
like it.
however, discard wheelwright with wheelwright and then gain diplomat.
Yeah, you can also discard one of your 3 recruiters
The recruiters are
or
good though. Like you want to keep
gondola.
playing it. All right, all right. Now we're on to draw. It's yeah. It's it's
I
it's,
bet
it's very
pilgrimage
backwards to
here.
me to get. Uh, and pilgrimage seems good. Gives you a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you get diplomat, gold, and enchantress, squire, something.
Yeah. Like it's less good now that you've pointed out that there's
That-
nothing really, there's
yeah,
not really a third thing you want.
yeah.
I mean, Enchantress is fine. Nothing wrong with having them in the deck.
Yep. Get the diplomat.
Yep.
Ooh, there's a figurine
But it's like,
instead of a gold. Okay.
yeah, I like it.
So Minionpawn still doesn't have a squire, which fine. Okay. Could buy one here. I highly encourage it.
Yeah.
Enchantress isn't terrible, but and in fact, one guide isn't terrible.
Yeah,
But
having the figurine, I don't want really the squire so much. Okay, we get it anyways. Like this isn't a board where I think you need three buys.
no, it's nice, but it's which is why I prefer squire to figurine. But yeah, it's not essential. Yeah, you've got another recruiter down there, which is a wheelwright target. Yeah, you have another wheelwright. So just trash that estate. What do you just trash the estate?
The estate is there for tie-breaking points at
Obviously,
this point.
because there's no
Yeah,
plus buy in this kingdom.
yeah. It also keeps the color balance of the hand
Hmm.
nice and even. Like if you have a bunch of wheeled rights in your deck, they're all kind of brown, so it lowers the aesthetic appeal of the deck a lot.
That's a good reason to not get a third wheelwright.
That's what I was thinking.
But 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 why?
I mean, they're
I
gonna go
guess
off here.
I
Like
guess you just get a
I
bunch
think
of
they're at the point.
diplomats.
Like they're gonna get more diplomats from
Yeah.
this, and then they're in a good position. I mean, they were in a good position before, but um, they will be in a more good position.
Yeah, and wheelwrights are cantrips, right? So it's like, but
Yeah.
oh, punished, punished. Please trash the estate. Just make everyone happy.
I mean,
I think
yeah, there's not really an argument for doing anything else.
I think it
I guess
was
if you don't trash these, you can not trash the estate, and then you can discard the estate and get another squire, which is also just not good. But all right,
oh my
they
god.
they do like the enchantress.
Oh
Okay,
my
sure.
god.
Yeah, I mean, this seems fine.
I guess. Gate Squire, right? But what?
You can get squire later. You can get page now, and then you have a cantrip in your deck instead of a bad card.
I don't want another page. You have a hero coming up.
You could also just not have the hero though. You're allowed to not exchange your travelers if you don't want to.
I think hero is way better than treasure hunter. You just are at the whims of what your opponent decides to do with treasure hunter, and silver's just not a good card.
No, I disagree. Like next turn, they're gonna have like the entire diplomat pile, and like taking 3 or 4 silvers is not going to be very threatening.
There's ahead no matter what, of course, but
Yeah, I mean that's true. But we have to talk about something.
yeah. Apparently, Minionpawn got 3 recruiters too, for who knows what reason.
It's a good card.
It's a lot better when you actually need plus actions.
That's true. However, they do need to trash their coppers.
I think I'm at this point. I am fully on board with 2 recruiters. I think makes a lot of sense. I don't think the third recruiter helped either player really. It's about to get real awkward for Kazu.
It's never that awkward.
It's not that awkward, but
Recruiters.
it'll get awkward. Yeah, but it feels so bad when you don't need the actions, you know? I don't know
Yeah,
if I could deal with that.
you can just click on the spend villager button and make your villager go number go down.
Hmm. I hadn't considered that line.
I mean, I would never take that line, but I generally, rejoice in having a large number next to my name, even when it's a completely inconsequential one.
Hmm. I like it when it's favors.
Yeah, that's a good one when you get like several hundred favors off of
Oh, 100.
Guildmaster.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I did for some reason recently. I don't remember what it was, but some
Definitely had
you know,
over
yeah,
50. But yeah, Guildmaster, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. All right, 2-2. They're staying even. We might have the 3-3 outcome. That would leave the A division in the most amusing position.
Do you think that they would play the tiebreaker match right now, so we would get another
I don't know.
6 games to Dominion?
If it wasn't past 1 o'clock at night for Kazumaru, I might even suggest it in the chat. But
Yeah, it's probably not. Suggestion might not be taken well. That's a good point. All right, what do we have here? We have
the other traveler,
peasant stables engine, I guess.
I got Mining Road with King's Cash as well,
Yeah,
and
that sounds
Leprechaun
nice.
can gain gold.
They go for the couriers, which is an interesting choice, I think.
I think Curry is a really good open. I do obviously want Ratcatchers, but um, like you have the upside here, right? Where you can play Soldier on turn 4, and it looks like Minionpawn can do that. And maybe
Yeah,
Kazu. Like that's really cool.
it definitely is very good for them. Yeah. Kazu thinking about scheme here, maybe.
Maybe we're just thinking whether they even won Exile a gold. I mean,
I mean,
I,
it's
I
if you're
would.
not, I mean, it's free to do. Like, you should think about whether you want like one gold in exile versus two golds in exile. But one gold in exile is strictly better than zero golds in exile.
You make a good point. You do not have to discard from Exile. Definitely like what you get there in terms of Ratcatcher or second Peasant is, that's a decision.
Hmm. I like the rat catcher,
Yeah.
given that you're at the moment, don't have terminal space.
Yeah, this is. I want all the things. I want it now. It's one of those kinds of kingdoms. Like, yeah, I definitely want multiple peasants going up the line. I want to get stables. I want to get a mining road so I plus buy, and I want a couple of rat catchers so I can trash. Like, I want everything.
Yeah, I have simple tastes. The Maelstrom is interesting. I mean, they did have the soldier going, so Kazi did not get to trash anything off of that. It seems reasonable. Yeah.
I wonder. Hmm.
Now I would go for the second peasant for sure. But I mean, the downside of this line, like with the Maelstrom, is that you don't have a stables in your deck. You're gonna have this disciple, and just it's not good. It's not doing anything.
Yeah, I don't mind gaining another courier, but yeah, you'd prefer to gain another stables or mining road.
Yeah. I don't really like gaining another courier even.
Yeah, it's a question. Mm, I think it's fine. I think I envision you have like a pair of disciples in the deck, so even in like a worst case scenario where courier ends up being terminal, like you don't like you have a couple actions to spare because everything else you're playing pretty much is non-terminal. I guess you want
Mm.
to play like one leprechaun and then
Yeah.
maybe you've got a peasant going up the line. That's like a temporary thing.
I mean, I guess maybe we have a different vision because I think you get teacher here, and it's a while before you have two disciples.
It for sure is a while. Yeah, that's fair. And yeah, you don't want to waste a teacher token on plus action because you can do plus buy, plus card, and then plus buy.
I mean, I think plus action is better than plus buy because you just use your terminal space to do stuff.
All right. Well, then I don't care about having. Then I'm happy to have a second courier. I'm back to that. Ooh, so you can fugitive. I don't actually know what's down there. Maybe there's already a good courier target, but if there wasn't, you could fugitive like the stables and then courier.
Yeah, that'd
That's
be super fancy points. We'll see if we see it here.
we see it. Incredible. Yeah, it's just a peasant down there. Ooh. Okay, okay. So it looks like they want to trigger a shuffle because yeah, there's a lot of bad cards.
Yeah,
Makes
that's very
sense.
reasonable.
Second stables looks good to me.
Yep. I like stables a lot here. The trashing is bad. Your best payload is treasures.
I
I don't
think
think it's worth it to get schemes and do that thing.
no. I think the other possibility there would have been peasant ratcatcher. Great, because Kazu still hasn't. He didn't have the maelstrom, so I
Mm.
do want to play with a second ratcatcher.
Mm. Or you could just play with a maelstrom eventually.
Yeah. That's the other option. Like, could be no. Don't do it here. You want yeah. Once you see both your estates, right? Um,
Yeah,
that'd be the
yeah.
time to maelstrom, or your remaining estates if you manage to trash one with ratcatcher.
Yeah, I just want all the stables and then plus card on stables and a leprechaun, and then I'm happy with my life.
It definitely is nice to maelstrom on a turn you play soldier. Like that is an upside, but the problem here is
Yeah,
you only get to trash two cards when.
suboptimal for sure.
Oh,
I mean, stables draws three cards, which is sort of like trashing two cards.
I'm gonna ignore that. So that was a. I have 5 coins and I buy a peasant, which makes me think you probably should have bought peasant ratcatcher on the previous turn and
Yeah,
stables on that turn.
I agree.
Nice to pair
Although
disciple with.
the disciple does line up with the stables here, so it
Yeah. That
pays off in that
is
sense.
yeah, that's the advantage, right? Because you want to give the best odds of that happening.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, Minionpawn also paired disciple with stables.
very nice for them.
They're only
Uh,
stables, so fortuitous. It looks like we don't have enough actions for a leprechaun activation.
mhm.
Sad. The leprechaun was pretty extremely optimistic.
Yeah, I mean, just straight up not possible to activate.
It
But
seems that way.
I mean, it's fine. Like they're good. Like they're gonna have two fugitives instead of two soldiers. They're gonna activate it next turn,
Yeah.
most likely, and then it's all good. So do you Maelstrom here? Probably. That looks good. The
Maybe?
other thought for me would be Mining Road, but
Yeah,
you
I
have
like.
the Leprechaun. You don't need it.
Well, I like Mining Road because I have the leprechaun. Because you get that
Yeah,
gold immediately into play.
that is nice.
And you
And I
get.
mean, you might be if you Maelstrom here, you might be getting rid of too many coppers for your stables. Okay, yeah, we do it. We shall
Yeah,
see if stable duds are in their future. Looks like no.
not this turn. Yeah, I would have preferred Mining Road there.
Yeah. Knowing that they had coppers down there, I think I like the Maelstrom.
Because the trouble is, you need to play all your actions that before you play Leprechaun, so you can't even gain and play unless I'm off.
No, I think you're right, yeah. No, well, you gain an action when you play Disciple, ideally, so
Yeah. Okay.
it might work out.
Wish cannot gain King's Cash, but it can gain Mining Road, I guess. I don't know. Oh, you could if you gain Mining Road and can afford King's Cash, and then you King's Cash the gold. That's kind of cool. It's
Yeah, that
more
was pretty
money than
cool.
you can do anything with on your turn, but
You
it
still
is,
feel good about yourself.
yeah, it's still pretty cool. It's nifty.
Hmm. Yeah, Kazu. I
I
think Kazu, this peasant that Kazu bought on 5 should have been a leprechaun. Like that would have activated here. Now you're in the spot where you want a maelstrom, but you're also behind because you don't have a leprechaun.
yeah. You could. No, you can't. Yeah, that's rough. I do want a maelstrom here.
I mean, I think I would just take my medicine and not maelstrom. You have a reasonable chance to see most of your deck anyways, so like they drew well this turn and they have another stables. Like I said, played the stables at the game this turn already, so that one doesn't really count. But they will have another disciple.
Hmm. Could play the copper and do maelstrom peasant.
Yeah, it's an option. All right, just a maelstrom.
Whoa, that was a real fast trash from Minionpawn.
Well, I mean, what do you
I
trash?
Oh, you have to trash. You have to trash. That's funny. That was
Yeah,
real close to inflicting a dud. I guess that's another reason to maelstrom there as Kazumaru. You just saw
yeah.
like how few coppers like Minion Pawn left themselves with. This definitely could have been done, and it still can. Wait, what?
Wow, they trashed another one.
Wait, you
That I
you
was
don't
not
have to do
expecting.
that. The rat catcher is optional.
There, that was aggressive.
Do they have one copper in their deck?
They might, yeah. I think
What?
that sounds about right to me. Yeah.
They're trying to. They called the rat catcher so they can get a better gain and play situation with Leprechaun. I think that's rationale.
I mean, but if you keep the copper, then you can play more stables. It doesn't. The logic there doesn't add up to me. Like they're in high chances of dud on the stables that they're gonna play.
Yeah, and they've already played their fugitive, so
Yeah,
yeah.
they
Oh
do.
my
They do find the
god. I
copper.
guess the
I guess
courier
it's not
means you
like.
never died. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's fine.
One, two,
I
three,
don't know.
four,
This,
five.
this seems this seems this seems suboptimal.
Well, it all worked out, but yeah, it was there was an unnecessary, probably an unnecessary risk. It just seems weird to go with one copper. Like,
I mean,
sure, you,
I just want that copper in my deck. Like
yeah,
you have 3 stables. I don't want to have 3 stables and 2 treasures. I want more treasures.
yeah. I mean, maybe they do the thing where they. What just happened there? Oh, right. Exiled golds. Okay, well, that's how
Oh
they
yeah,
got more
okay,
that way.
okay. All right. Yeah, I forgot about those
It's got to be
wave the
Mining
camel
Road,
gold.
right? Got to be Mining Road.
Yeah, I assume so.
Mining Road, play it, play Courier. You, it's a copper or gold, right? That's what's down there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you have a billion money if you like buy and play King's Gate. Oh, okay, never mind. I mean, it's fine. You can buy whatever you want, but you don't get the
Hmm.
satisfaction of gain and play King's Cash.
Maybe you don't want to show your opponent that trick if they haven't noticed it yet.
Your opponent doesn't even have a leprechaun or a mining road, so
Yeah, but it might be relevant for game six, you know?
yeah, pretty wild Ratcatcher trash there, but it all worked out.
Yeah, I guess it was fine. I mean,
I don't know if it was a guarantee. I feel like no, it definitely there was a bad draw, right? Because if you bottom deck the
yeah,
copper, like your courier deck
yeah, that's
can't
true.
save
Yeah,
you.
yeah, it's still yeah, the courier doesn't actually help. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, it's like 1 in 4 that you just did there.
Oh, there's a teacher. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good card.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Kazu needs to zig where okay. Nice stables. Zig where Minionpawn zagged or something. You don't really need the plus
Minionpawn,
card though.
get a teacher. Yeah, Minionpawn is a teacher now. No, but you can go for I don't know. Tokens are good in general.
You
This
gotta
is
get a
this is
leprechaun.
yeah, for sure. I mean,
Feels
yeah, like
bad.
I think Kaiser would be fine if they had got a a leprechaun like 3 turns ago instead of now.
Yeah, even last turn I would have preferred to
Yeah,
play the copper and get Maelstrom Peasant over because then you'd have at least plus buy. This turn would feel less wasted. Wait,
yeah,
actually,
yeah. That's
never
a
mind.
good
You don't have
point.
the
Yeah.
actions for it. Never mind. I take it all back. You can't play that
No, use
Peasant.
the actions because the soldier just got cameled. So
Yeah, you'd have to choose not to play the soldier, not advance it up the line.
yeah,
Yeah, so never mind.
yeah,
Yeah, it's rough. It was a rough spot to be in. The Maelstrom looked necessary, but you needed a leprechaun too.
yeah. I disagree that the Maelstrom looked necessary. I mean, they saw most of their deck that turn, so you can hope that you see most of your deck again. Like you're behind anyways.
True. Oh, okay. Minionpawn got a teacher as well. No disciple on that. I mean, you definitely want to
Yeah.
disciple a leprechaun, I guess, because
Hmm. I mean,
well, I mean, you don't necessarily want to, but it would be the only way to get the double leprechaun value. But you don't really want another leprechaun, so yeah.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine to not do it here.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I'm just trying to understand like why the disciple was like
yeah.
withheld.
I mean, that's a good question. I guess given, well, I mean, my first guess is that it doesn't matter.
I think
But
we're gonna
yeah,
get a
with this
leprechaun
with the
here.
with the with this with this with this play order, yeah, it looks like what's going to happen.
That's a lot of stuff you can't draw. I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, the lack of a second draw pile or pile of draw cards that's not library is hurting here.
like one of these wishes has to be a stable. Oh, there's no stables. Yeah, you were on top of that.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, scheme seems like the best thing to wish for here.
yeah, probably. A mining road, I would also tempt me just because you want the buy.
Yeah, but like I don't know, you're leaving 3
Isn't there a wish?
not great cards on top. There's a wish, but what do you
Yeah,
wish for, you know?
yeah. Scheme, courier.
Yeah.
I don't know. King's cash. It seems totally unnecessary, but maybe you start promising. Like you
Yeah.
can put plus card on something
Yeah,
stables, right?
I think you're province here. I mean, how you're not improving your deck by buying action cards
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. You can gain them all through disciples and stuff. Yeah, no, I like
Yeah,
King's cash double province, right? If that's
yeah,
possible.
that looks good.
It might be one off. Let me think. King's Cash brings you down to 5. Okay, then King's Cash brings you down to 8, and then you get 9 more. Yeah, you can do it. King's Cash double province.
I mean, they could have got no. Okay, and then he ran out of buy, so that doesn't work. Never mind.
Yeah, you King's Cash double province here, and you can triple next turn, trivially, maybe even quadruple. Probably even
Yeah,
quadruple if you draw, because you have that wish left to gain a mining road, and you can get another wish. So you have the buys, and then if you King's Cash, gold, 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 like that's a lot of money.
yeah, yeah. It feels
27,
good to
in
me.
fact. Yeah, scheme is helpful for its effective top decking stables. That is true. That is for sure true.
I think Tracer means that Minionpawn is going to have to wish for Scheme and then put card on Scheme to not dud.
No,
But no,
that's okay. Always lucky.
yeah. I mean, Minionpawn does have a lot of stables. It's not very unlikely that,
Well, I don't know. 3 top deck cards.
yeah. But I mean, how many of the rest of the deck are stables? I guess there's a lot of golds and stuff down there too. But
Wait a second.
anyways,
Was Stables top decked? That's not possible. What was top or what
no.
was down there? I'm confused. There was a wish,
There was
a
the
gold.
Wish Gold, and or maybe there wasn't stables down there. Yeah, I guess there was. Yeah, because the King's Cash and the Province are new, so they couldn't have
Yeah,
been
how did
down
it
there
get there?
for the Disciple play.
Ah, okay, okay. That feels a lot better. If you know you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
Stables gold.
yeah, yeah. Then it makes then yeah, that is a lot better.
Interesting. Kazu going for a disciple on Leprechaun thing. I don't know if they're gonna get there.
Hmm. Yeah, might have to Disciple the Ratcatcher.
That would have been good
Well, you have stables
7 turns
down there,
ago.
right? So you can always Disciple the Courier, and it should be okay.
Yeah, it'd be
Wow.
nice if you could courier after Leprechaun, but you can't. You
Yeah,
can't always get what you want.
none of these options look.
Like
Yeah, probably you get more out of the turn if you Disciple the Ratcatcher. You're just not happy about it. Yeah, I guess this is the problem with Discipling Courier. Like, now your next Courier play is, uh,
one card, yep, which is probably a copper.
well, you're not doing it at all because then you can't lep.
Oh,
Nope. All
oh,
right, wrecked.
oh, yeah. You can press the resign button now. I mean, I think you need at least 2 duds from Minionpawn to have any shot, and even with 2 duds, I don't think you have it. It's that bleak.
That's pretty bleak.
So far, our first player has won all these games. I think they've all been resigned, which is also amusing. Not early resigns, but I don't think we've actually seen a game end. All right.
Here we
Gonna,
go. Some Sonavanto action, perhaps.
it's the only way to get the plus actions to play more bridge trolls, so
Yeah.
pretty valuable. 3 Saunas looks auto winning, says Tracer.
I mean,
I'm not sure if I agree
seems.
with that, but
I mean, if you have 3 Saunas and 1 Avanto,
Well,
I
yeah,
don't know if
that
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 counts as
obviously,
auto van
yeah, yeah. I
auto winning,
assume
but
Tracer means 3 Saunas plus at least 2 Avantos, but I don't know.
yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, I think there's some play, but it's definitely you're in a good position. Do you consider not opening Sauna? I think I would open Sauna.
Think you have to.
Problem is that you also sort of want to open Clark, but
Oh yeah,
then
Clerk
Clark just
Silver
yeah.
is
But Clark,
is because you want Sanctuary. Maybe probably just one if you're going Sauna Avanto stuff, and then you want Bridge Trolls. That's your terminal of choice. So it's definitely good to hit 5,
it is definitely good to hit 5.
and
I would be
hitting
worried about
5. Go ahead.
oh sorry, yeah, I'd be worried about Clark setting up your opponent's Sauna trashes, and then you're sad.
Do we not want Cutthroats? Asked Sammy. I would not play with Cutthroats personally. I want to use all of my terminal space, literally all of my terminal space on Bridge Trolls.
Hmm.
So we do have a Clerk Silver open
Yeah,
versus a Sauna Silver open. And
yeah.
then Minionpawn got a second Clerk, which I don't like.
That seems terrible. Like you need saunas here. I mean, there's an argument for not opening them, but I don't think you can just buy second clerk. Kaiser hitting 5 there is really nice. Minionpawn missed 5 despite opening double silver equivalent, which is bad for them.
Okay. What it's gonna be, Kazu. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense. Minionpawn just is just gonna try and skip Sada, I guess, and hope that works out somehow. Uh, I'm not sure what their plan is for winning the game, but that seems to be the plan here.
If your opponent doesn't touch Cutthroat, you can do a Sanctuary Golden deck. No, there's Clerk still. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It sure
Yeah.
seems necessary to play with Sana. I don't know about
It
this.
certainly seems necessary to me. And I mean, does the Sanctuary Golden deck even win? Like, I don't think that it does, particularly, even if there wasn't an attack to disrupt it.
I mean, it's slow to get all 5 Sanas and at least like 2 Avantos, right, to get control. But
Yeah,
no, it's not particularly fast if all you have for trashing is Sanctuary.
yeah. No,
So unclear.
like, yeah, Golden deck is slow. Yeah, unsupported. But Minion Pawn is a very large number of clerks now.
I think Minion Pawn's lost.
Yeah. One thing that helps you get more saunas faster is this card called Bridge Troll, which gives you plus buy and makes cards cost less.
Yo, it's a good idea, but Kazu trashing the copper, which I think is correct. And just
Yeah,
take
but they already
this.
have a they already have a bridge troll.
Oh, they do. Perfect. Because, yeah, what you really want, I don't know if you can pull it off. What you really want is to buy Sauna Avanto on the same turn.
Yeah,
Giving
that
your
sounds great.
opponent first crack at Avanto. I mean, Minipod doesn't even want that many Avantos, so it's actually kind of awkward anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think if Minionpawn takes Avantos, you're happy with them just adding a card which is not very good at all to their deck.
Sammy asked, would you trash more coppers here? I would not. I would just buy Sauna. Your deck comes online once you get Avantos. So I just don't want to slow down that process at all.
Yeah, I mean, you have to think about it. I mean, Copper is not a good card. If you go through your deck more quickly, you could catch up to the tempo loss of not having a Sauna. Looks
Oh,
like
I
they're going
don't.
to buy another silver.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
Yeah,
Yuck. No, if anything, it's triple trash copper. If anything,
yeah. I think you either buy Sauna or you triple trash Copper. This in between business.
you could have top deck silver there. I think that was
Yeah.
an incorrect top deck. That's fine.
Well, not if you want to buy Bridge
Yeah,
Troll.
that's fine. Two bridge trolls. Good, 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 good. Oof. Yeah, the attacks are hurting. Yep. Okay. You'll have a bridge troll next turn. Yep. Ooh. Probably not enough for. Oh man, that clerk every turn. Yeesh.
I
That
mean, did you see how
sucks.
many clerks Minionpawn has?
Yeesh. I don't know. This is rough. I think buy nothing.
Or buy Sauna? I would buy
You
Sauna.
could buy Sauna. Yeah, you have the duration bridge troll, so maybe you can't get two Avantos. So who are we kidding?
Yeah, but you can
But
get one Avanto. One Avanto is also very good.
it is. I like. I'm worried about Minionpawn. Denying you Avantos, but Minionpawn does not want Avantos. Like it, they're terrible for
Yeah,
Minionpawn's
yeah. I
deck.
mean, I'd be worried if Minionpawn had like one Sauna. It would be more worrisome. But
Yeah,
at zero Saunas, like who cares, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I see that. Who's even gonna buy that gold to unlock Cutthroat?
I mean,
I
I don't think
guess.
Kazu is going to buy the gold.
Yeah,
That's
so I
my
guess
guess.
Minionpawn has the chance here. No
I mean, yeah,
raid. Whoa, whoa, whoa! They passed up a gold, getting their Cutthroat back for raid.
getting a raid. That's so weird.
So weird.
They're just sort of desperation trying to attack Kazu, I think.
But don't buy a silver Kazu, please.
Yeah, the silvers are bad. Is there Fiatum on this board somewhere? Have I lost track of that somehow?
Second page, I think.
Yeah, yeah, classic. All right, so Kazu
Double
gets,
Avanto.
you know,
Could actually go
and
Avanto
now,
Bridge Troll. I would
yeah,
actually consider that. No, I think this is correct. Oh, that top deck hurts. Imagine if Clerk just stacked, could top deck their whole deck.
that
Ooh,
would be,
hate to see it.
well, they do have five saunas.
Yeah, yeah.
You
You
never
don't
know.
actually hate it that much. And you have two
Anyways,
Avantos top decked and a Sauna, so I'd get
yeah,
double
yeah,
Bridge Troll here. Going
that
for
sounds
it.
good. Yeah.
No. The safe play. I mean, you win. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You've won the game. And then that leaves it at 3-3 match, which is
Mhm.
interesting.
Congratulations to Tracer for making it to the championship match.
Mm. Yeah, definitely could have gone one more Bridge Troll, but again, it's all fine.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know what Minionpawn's plan was. It's so weird. All right, yeah, the 3-3 outcome, A division, all all evened out with the four players in the middle.
Yeah,
So yeah,
always hurts when you're stuck in one of those. At least if you wind up at the bottom on tiebreakers.
yeah. So they're discussing whether or not they want to do the tiebreaker now or later. Tracer says later, but I don't think that Minionpawn was asking Tracer. Because yeah, I feel like in this kind of a situation, I would agree to a one game tiebreaker type thing, right? Because then it's like you're playing a championship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it looks like
I always
Cutthroat's
forget
a
what the
little.
rules are. I think you have to play at minimum 3 games for League, maybe? I
I
don't
think
remember.
I don't know. At one point, you could decide, like you and the other player could just decide on something. I think the default was a best 2 out of 3, but you could decide if
Yeah.
you wanted to do best 3 out of 5 or just single game.
Let's see if we can read the league rules here.
Yeah,
Um,
it may have changed. I feel like there's been a
right.
trend to reduce player choice in the league rules in favor of simplicity,
Mhm.
which, you know, I don't love, but um, I'm sure there's some value in it.
Yeah, no, you have to play at minimum 3 game, or you have to play a 2 game match. So yeah, best of 3.
Okay, so there's no choice in the matter.
Well, you can choose to play best of 5 or best of 7, but you can't choose to play less than best of
Oh
3.
my god,
Is
best of 7.
what I'm reading in the rules.
Okay, all right. So that's probably not going to happen today, and if it is, I'll restart, I guess, the commentary. But thanks for watching the final Season 60 Dominion League A Division match, and the championship match will follow.